There are 3 ways to import users into Purple Mash. 1. You can link it to your MIS so that the users are pulled through automatically. 2. You can use a CSV or spreadsheet to upload your users using the import wizard. 3. You can enter your user details manually. To start doing any of these things, log into Purple Mash as an admin user. Once you are logged in, click on Admin at the top, and then select Create and Manage Users. You are now in the User Manager area. To start by setting up your users by linking to your MIS, for example Sims, click on Tools at the top here, and then select the MIS Sync Wizard. Once this is loaded up, please answer the questions on the screen, and then tick to say that you have chosen the data that you wish Purple Mash to extract. Once you have done this, click on Set up Group Call Exporter for Purple Mash. You'll receive an email to set up Group Call, and you'll be able to follow the on-screen instructions to set up your users in Purple Mash. There are 5 types of password that you can auto-generate in Purple Mash. You can auto-generate an animal's password, for example, cow67, a colour's password, for example, red9, a thing's password, for example, desk31, a 2-digit picture pin, for example, rabbit lion, and a 4-digit picture pin, for example, rabbit tortoise, monkey tortoise. During the process of MIS integration, you will be asked which type of passwords you would like to generate for each year group. You will also be asked to choose a format for your usernames. We find the most common option chosen is first name and surname initial, for example, Tom B. When staff users are set up in Purple Mash, they will receive a welcome email containing a link to set their own password. They can log in using their email address and the password that they set. To use the import wizard from a CSV or spreadsheet, it's important to sort the details out first. Create a spreadsheet or CSV with the first name, last name, class and UPN of each pupil in. Select and then copy the data from your spreadsheet. Go back to the User Manager and select Tools, and this time choose the Import Wizard. Once the Import Wizard has loaded, paste your data into the box available. You'll notice here that the first line is a header, so I'm going to leave ticked the box that says first row is a header. I'm then going to click on Next. You'll be then asked to check that our headings match the columns in your spreadsheet and change these if necessary. On to the next page, you'll be asked to choose a format for username. As mentioned before, I'm going to choose forename plus surname initial. It will now generate a username for all users that I have imported. I'm going to click on Next, and now I'm asked to choose a format for the password. For these users, I'm going to select a 2-digit picture pin, and Next. It will now tell me that these 5 users will be created. When they are created, as they are all in Starfish class, it will also automatically create me Starfish class. Finish. When I click Finish, I am given the option to export and print the logins. I can choose to print the logins as PDF login cards, as an Excel list, or as PDF letters to parents. When I click on OK, it will generate me a PDF that I can then print out. In the User Manager area, if I click on Classes to the left, I'll now see Starfish class, and if I double click on Starfish class, I'll see that those pupils from the spreadsheet are now all in Starfish class. Uploading staff is just as easy. You'll see in my spreadsheet that I created earlier, I have a Pupils and a Staff tab. If you have the staff set up with first name, last name, class and email address, you can select these, right-click and copy, and use the import wizard in the same way. To set up staff using the import wizard, I'm going to click on Staff on the left-hand side. Once I'm in here, I'm going to go over to the purple button on the right and select the Import Wizard. The rest I'm going to do in the same way as I did previously. Right click and paste. Here I could alternatively have selected a file. Click on Next, check that headings match the columns, click on Next, choose a format for username, click on Next, and the users will be generated. I haven't had to select a format for the password because the staff create their own passwords using the email sent to them once you've set them up. You can see those users now listed in the staff area in the User Manager, and if I click on Classes and double click on Starfish, you'll now see that they've been added as members of staff to that class. To add or remove pupils manually, click on Pupils on the left. Either select the pupils that you wish to delete and then click on Delete at the top, or click on Add, fill in the details of the user and select the class or the groups that they belong to. Once the user details have been filled in, click on Save at the top. Adding and removing members of staff manually is done in the same way. Click on Staff on the left and then select a member of staff and delete to remove them, or click on Add at the top to add a new member of staff.